All right, guys, so Wall Street Journal dropped an exclusive article yesterday about Meta's plans for AI over the next 18 months. And I think if you are building a brand or a business on Meta, you really better understand this because it's going to be a big change. I run Chief Detective, which is one of the top advertisers and creative innovators on Facebook and Instagram. I want to share with you what we're doing with our clients to get them ready for this. What's happening is that they are turning Meta into one gigantic creative vending machine. Enter in your budget and your target acquisition cost and your photography and everything else, and it's going to spit out creative and sit there and iterate like crazy on an ongoing basis to target your customer and spit out thousands of customers on the other end of the vending machine, which of course is a ridiculous oversimplification, but it's still going to be a huge change to how advertising works on the platform. I think is already a problem on Facebook is that all the creative really looks similar and it's hard to tell the brands or the products apart. I think that problem gets even worse. Creative commoditization is going to be a big issue. You've really got to think hard about what can we do that's different, that cannot be copied and instantly propagated out to all of our competitors by an AI engine, because that's what's going to happen. If you write a hit headline, have fun, enjoy that 5 minutes of it being a unique hit because it's instantly going to get identified by the system and then propagated out to everybody else's creative. So what can you do? You can create things below the surface level that are different and cannot be copied by an AI. So for example, your product itself. I think generating demand is a marriage of product and marketing. I think product strategy and innovation and just very obvious ways of being different that's baked into your product, and having that be obvious at a glance is going to be really important. Secondly, your in-house photography and video, I think, remains extremely important. Intrinsic performance value of what you're shooting in-house. The AI generated creative basically still kind of sucks. Consumers hate it, brands hate it. So I think we have a minute for photography itself to still be an advantage. I think what we call proof point content, you really have to understand your differentiators. Why are we different? What are the motivating factors for people to buy us? And then think about what kind of content you can generate to prove that. I don't think that the AI engine is going to do a good job with that anytime soon. How do you prove your differentiators and your motivating factors? Then I think founder UGC, just critical because that's defensible, right? AI can't mimic that founder. Macro influencer UGC, extremely important. It's already important. It's already expensive. That's the good news for you influencers. I think that you become even more relevant here with your authentic connections to your big audiences that cannot be copied by an AI engine. And then I think every aspect of brand marketing just gets really important. Brand, taking a branded approach to your market, creating connections with your customers. They're married to you. They don't even care what other ads they see because they're loyal to you. They're connected to you on an identity basis or an emotional basis. So things like community building, offline events, collabs. So if you're able to get Diet Coke as a partner and put it on your robe, I think that that's a big leg up because AI can't do that. It can't help you share brand authority with another brand. Who you're picking as influencer and making that actually express something about you. Retail and wholesale. Retail is so important for brand. It always has been, even more so now. And then anything that you do to build awareness, you've got to understand who your buying segments are and then create ubiquity around them. Be everywhere they turn. I don't know how AI can do that on a single platform. Be multi-channel in your marketing. Think about where your customer is and show up for them there. All of that offline integrated brand marketing, knowing who you are as a brand, how you want to make someone feel, who they become when they use your products, make that come out the pores of everything that you do. So net, I'm not psyched about this for many reasons. I don't love it, but on the other hand, I think it's really about time that as an industry, we all got back to brand marketing. I think that we've been too short-term focused. We haven't been emotional enough in our marketing. We haven't been authentic enough. And I think it's about time that we all get back to taking a 100-year view to building brands and building a heritage brand that's authentic and has meaning. I was talking to our awesome COO, Nate, yesterday. It's actually a 6-year anniversary with Chief Detective this week, so happy anniversary, Nate. We were talking about our sort of maxims at Chief Detective is that there's always a market for excellence. And what I mean by that is that thick or thin, whatever the macro economy is doing, there's always a market for excellence. And Nate was saying, I think there's an analog to that. There's another maxim as the AI era is dawning on us, which is that with humanity, there's always going to be a market for authenticity. And I think that's so beautifully put. And I agree with it. And I think it's like for reason number 5,000 why brand is so important right now is that with humanity, there's always going to be a market for authenticity. So I think we all take this as a call to action to getting back to brand marketing. I think as a team, you better pull everybody together and sit in a room with a whiteboard and map out all the things you can do to be different that cannot be copied and propagated out to all your competitors by an AI engine in the matter of seconds. And make a plan, prioritize, and get to work. So that's my advice. That's how we're thinking about it. I mean, there's some other ways we're thinking about it, but that's what we're advising brands. And as always, if you found this helpful, please share this and follow me on Instagram and Substack and YouTube. And you can find everything that I'm doing on emilyhickey.com. All right. Good luck out there.